Have you ever wanted to start playing Minecraft but it all seemed a bit overwhelming? Well, here's a beginner-friendly tutorial on how to get started on a new Minecraft survival world. If you have logged into your account, you should probably see the Minecraft launcher should look something like this. Now this is gonna be a Minecraft Java tutorial, so yeah, it doesn't matter if Windows or Mac. So the first thing you should see is this. This is all completely fine, but first thing I would recommend to do is go up here, click on skins, and then down here you have a few different options. Not these up here, only from Steve, Alex, Zuri, Sunny, Nor, Makina, Kai, Eve, and Ari. These are all your skins you have available at the moment. Skins basically describe your character appearance, and you can select any one you want. If this video gets a few likes, I'm gonna continue the series and actually gonna show you guys how to make your own skins, like here. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm actually gonna select Nor. I don't know, doesn't really look like me, but I don't care. So now what you need to do is just hit the play button. And for the best outcome, don't move your mouse too much. Trust me. It will load in just like this. Now you can go into full screen mode and you click single player. Don't worry, if you want to play with another guy, you can still play it on a single player world if you are in the same internet connection. Now what you need to do is you're probably, if you never played Minecraft before, you'll automatically be sent to right here, and then you can select the world name. Let's just name it tutorial. I'm bad at spelling. Then you would like to have the game mode on survival. Okay, this is important. And then if you're done, you just click on create new world, and then you should see something like this, and it will slowly load in. So if you load in your world, it should look something like this. You move around with your mouse or trackpad on Mac. You walk around with WASD, see right this, and you jump with space. And you crawl or sneak with shift. And if you hold shift and go off a block, you can't actually fall off unless you jump. That's something good to know. So the first thing you want to do is you need to get wood. That's the basic material of every new Minecraft world. So the goal of the overall world is to beat the Ender Dragon, but the game just doesn't stop there. It simply just you can still do so many things if you defeated the end boss, which is the Ender Dragon. You can still build massive structures. There's not really an end. So how you actually get wood is by holding down left click. And if you if you press left click, you can see on the crosshair I'm actually hitting, and you can hit mobs. But to actually like mine blocks and stuff, you need to hold down left click or the trackpad on Mac, and then as you can see, I just got a dirt block in my inventory down here. You switch your inventory with the numbers, or with the mouse wheel, or with 2 fingers scrolling on Mac. So now you just get some wood, you destroy these leaves, and then you hold down left click. It's gonna take some time, and then you got an oak log. Now, or different log, depending on what kind of tree you broke down. It doesn't have to be just like this oak. It can also be birch, it could be dark oak, it could be spruce, it could be anything. So now you do this. So you chop down your tree, and don't worry, this will slowly disintegrate over time, so don't worry about that. I'm just gonna punch down some more trees. You should do that too. Always get like a few logs. Trust me, you're gonna need them. So if you have done that, you need to basically make a crafting table. A crafting table is basically where you can make all things. So how you make that is you press E and you can see you're in your inventory. This is your armor bar. This is your left hand. You can put stuff in your left hand if you want to. And here is the crafting grid. Now you're gonna have to left click the oak log and then right click on the thing. As you can see, it'll take one oak log and put it right there. Now it'll get you oak planks. You click on that and you see the oak log is gone, and now you have 4 planks. And now you hold right click and you drag this over, and as you can see, you get a crafting table. Now you left click this, and what you do is you go to the slot that you have your crafting table in, and then you right click. Now if you right click, you place blocks basically with right click. Almost any block you can place. And so you place down your crafting table. As you can see, the crafting grid got even bigger. And if you press on the book, which is handy for first players, you can see all the recipes you can do at the moment. The ones that are red you can't do yet. The ones that are white you can do. So first thing you want to do is get a few more oak planks. As you can see, you unlocked a few new recipes. Now you want to craft sticks. The way you do it is doing this. And you got 8 sticks. Now is a good time to explain actually the tool progression. So there are a few tools in Minecraft, including the sword, the axe, the pickaxe, the hoe, and the shovel. Now these tiers can go up from wood to stone to gold to iron, even to diamond, and to the most valuable resource, netherite. Now the first thing you want to do, the first tool you want to craft is a wooden pickaxe. Pressing on that, as you can see, it requires 2 sticks and 3 planks in that order. Then you left click and you got yourself a brand new pickaxe. Now you need to get some stone, because stone is basically an upgraded version of wood. So what you do is you basically dig a staircase down, and as you can see, this gray stuff, this is stone, and if you try to break it by hand, it's very slow, and if it finishes, you see there's nothing getting dropped. But if you do it with a pickaxe, a wooden pickaxe or any tier of pickaxe, you can see it mined faster, and we actually got our first piece of stone, which transformed into cobblestone. Now you're gonna get actually a pretty many pieces of cobblestone, and right here, as you can see, we found our first ore, which is coal. You can mine coal with a wooden pickaxe and any tier of pickaxe. So let me just grab that, and as you can see, I got coal. Just get a few more pieces of cobblestone. I would suggest getting like 20 or 25. So BRB. So I got 24 pieces of cobblestone. Now you go up to the surface, and then what you do is you actually unlocked a few more recipes. As you can see, you can now make stone tools. Now I would suggest making an axe and a stone pickaxe. As you can see, we got a brand new advancement. Advancements are basically things that just tell you what tier you're basically on, like how you're progressing. So let's just go down, and now I'm gonna mine a bit more of this coal. Well, that is actually a pretty rare ore. We'll get to that in a sec. So now you have 6 pieces of coal. Now you're probably wondering, but Ryder, how do you make, well, what can you do with coal? It's just coal. Well, basically, you can't make coal pickaxes or anything, but you can use coal as a fuel source for a furnace that we're gonna craft now. How you craft it, you ask? Well, it's super simple. it's basically a furnace, and you left click. As you can see, it requires 8 of our cobblestone, or you could do it manually and just hold down right click and just do this. As you can see, furnace. And as you can see, we unlock a new recipe. Now you place it down with right click, and now if you right click that furnace, you can see up here you put stuff that you want to smelt. Down here you put fuel, and down here we're actually gonna put half of our coal, and if we ever need to smelt something like food, we can put it up here, and then it will come here the outcome. I'll explain it later even more. But now you actually want to get a few torches to light up your little cave that you dug underground. So to get this, you place your sticks, well, not all of them, and then you place your coal above them, and as you can see, you'll get torches. Now, handy tip, if you press shift and then left click, you're actually gonna get all of these at once rather than just manual clicking. As you can see, we got 12 torches. And we can place these torches on the ground, and we can attach them onto walls. And now what you want to do is you need to gather food. That's really important. You see your bar on the bottom right? That's your food bar. You need to always keep this up, or else you won't be able to sprint, or you won't be able to live anymore. You're gonna die if that goes all the way down. Now how you sprint is actually just to double click the W key. As you can see, whee! You can also do this underwater, and you'll see I'm going really fast. Handy tip, this is actually not an only first-person game. If you press F5 or FN F5 on your Mac, you can see you can actually switch perspectives. I'll do that again. Ooh, look at me, that's my face. And back we're in first person. Now what I want to do is you need to left click the mobs with your axe. As you can see, the crosshair goes up, and always wait till the crosshair goes up because that'll do more damage. If I do this, it'll actually not one-shot the mobs. But if I time it just right, I can actually one-shot the mobs. So the way that we are able to one-shot mobs with stone tools or stone axe is to actually jump, and while you're going down, you need to hit the mob. And you'll notice it. As you can see, there were a few more particles, a bit like little X's. That basically means that you critted the creature that you just hit. Now gather as much food as possible. It can come from cows, it could come from fish. It doesn't really matter. You can see some fish are right over there. It just doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna kill a few more animals, and there we go. Now if you look into your inventory, you should have a few raw beef or raw steak, raw pork chop, raw salmon, raw, I don't know, everything should be raw. Now, as you can see, my hunger bar is actually going down, which means I'm slowly but surely getting more hungry. Now, if you go to the slot and you right click, you don't actually place the block, but if you hold down right click, you actually eat. But I wouldn't suggest eating the raw meat because it doesn't fill that many hunger bars. So I would suggest cooking it, and that's what we're gonna do right now. And now to cook it is you right click the furnace, and then you shift click the raw beef, and it'll automatically go. As you can see, it's starting to burn. The arrow's getting filled up, and as it completes it, we actually got steak. And if you right click the steak, you can eat it, and as you can see, my hunger bar filled up again. If you have gotten this far and you actually are enjoying the video and finding it helpful, consider liking and subscribing. We only upload quality content. Back to the video. So if you have gotten this far, you can look at the sun and you see it's beginning to set. Now you don't want to be outside while it's dark outside, because that's when monsters start to come and they will attack you and then your hearts go down. So you don't want that. So the way you avoid this is you need to encase yourself. Now, you remember that cave that we dug out earlier? Now you're gonna retreat there and actually block it off. As you can see, you can't see anything. Don't worry, just place down a torch, and as you can see, we can see because they emit light. And now, if you have 3 pieces of wool on you, you can actually make yourself a bed, and with a bed you can skip night. But if you don't have a bed, you just need to wait until the night is over. You can basically what you can do, you can always like sneak peek outside if it's dark or not. As you can see, it's dark. I don't want to mess with this. And you'll basically wait until it's day again, because yeah, we don't want to get eaten by monsters. So what you can do down here is you can camp a little bit, and you can also get a bit more cobblestone, and you could also go mining. Now, mining is very important. It's literally in the game. So how you mine is with a pickaxe, and you just dig a staircase down, but never dig straight down. Trust me, you will not get anything good. So why do we need to mine? Well, the answer is resources. By mining, you can get valuable resources like iron or lapis, gold, diamonds, you name it. And as you can see right here, this is actually lapis lazuli. And you can mine that with a stone pickaxe. Now, it isn't useful right now, but later in this season, I'm actually gonna explain to you what lapis will do for you. So you'll just dig down until you find any piece, anything that looks like an ore. Ores mostly have like the stone texture, but have little dots in them, colorful dots. And always place a torch down. Now what I like to do is I go on the torch, I press F, and now it's in my offhand, and then I right click it. As you can see, it goes from my left hand onto the wall. As you can see, we ran into this. Now this is iron ore. And if you mine that, you actually get a piece of raw iron ore, of raw iron. And mine as much iron as you can, because this is a very valuable material. This is actually also a tier for all your tools, but you can also gain a few extra crafting recipes with it. You go into your furnace, and you place your raw iron in the furnace. Now why would you do that? Because if you try to actually craft something with the raw iron, nothing will happen because you need iron ingots. And how you get iron ingots is simple. You just melt the iron. Now, as an alternate fuel source, you can also use wood, but coal burns better, it lasts longer. As you can see, we got an iron ingot, we unlocked an advancement and new recipes. Now if you look right here, you can see you got a few more recipes, and right here you can see you can actually make armor with this as well. So that's why it's so important to get iron. Now I would suggest making a iron pickaxe, just like this, and a bucket. You make a bucket like this. A bucket. Now, of course, you can also make other things like this. You get shears, and also like an iron sword, and yeah, a bunch of other stuff. And if you now try to mine with the iron pick, as you see, it goes really fast. So right here, and I would also suggest making your first piece of armor. And you craft boots, any tier, like this. You craft leggings or pants, like this. You craft a chest plate, like this. and you craft a helmet like this. And I'm just gonna make a pair of boots. And you can see you got an advancement. And now if you right click or you left click and put this right here, you can see you actually attached it to your body and another bar appeared. This is your armor bar. And what armor does to you, if you take damage, you actually take less damage the higher the bar is filled up. Now all the iron finished smelting. That's good. I would also suggest making a weapon, an axe, or a sword. It really is up to you what you want to use, but I like to make axes, so I'm just gonna make an iron axe. There we go. Now it should be daytime while you're done with that, and now you need to worry about one crucial thing: food. Now you can actually renew, like if you kill mobs they're gone and you can't get any more stuff out of this, but you can farm actually in Minecraft. How you do this is simple. You get a hoe of any tier. I'm just gonna get a stone one. And you go right to a piece of grass that it is attached to water. Now you're gonna clear out all these little grass things and then right click the ground. And also you need to detach the torch. Right click the ground with your hoe. You can see you actually hold the ground. Now do this all around the water because the crops need to be hydrated so they can grow. And now you need seeds. You may ask me, how do you get seeds? That's simple. You just need to punch grass. And sooner or later, you'll actually get seeds, wheat seeds. You can only get wheat seeds by punching grass. You get seeds. I'm gonna tell you how to get other seeds in another episode. So just get as many seeds as you can. Now you should go back to your farm and you could see right here a few of the things actually got hydrated. Now you right click with your seeds on those dark brown farmland and you see you planted a seed and you get an advancement. Now these seeds will grow in a time, and what you do with wheat, once it's fully grown, it should be higher and it should be yellow. And basically you can craft wheat into bread, but for the time being we can just hunt for fish in the ocean or just animals. But I wouldn't suggest killing all animals around you because you'll actually need them, because with wheat you can breed a few animals. And while you're underwater, keep an eye also on your bubbles, because if they go out, you start taking damage. And also, if your hunger bar is fully filled up, you'll actually regenerate these hearts. So it's always good to keep your hunger bar filled up. And while your crops are growing, and if you have enough food, you can actually start building your house. And I would suggest building it simply just out of wood. Now, with your new tools, you should start chopping down trees. With axes, you can see, it goes way faster than just with your hand. So you do that to a few trees, and then you're just gonna start right-clicking with blocks in your hand and just making, I would say, a simple starter house, not that big. Now, if you're finished, your house should look something similar to mine. Don't worry, it's gonna get way better way soon. The first house you build always looks bad, so it's just gonna look bad. You can always upgrade it later. Now, what you want to do now is your house is finished, right? No. Nothing is a house without a door, and you can actually craft doors, so that's really good. All you need is 6 oak planks. You go to your crafting table and you lay them out just like this, and you get 3 doors. Now you can place 1 or 2 down just like this, and as you can see, if you right click them, they open and close. Now, what you can also do for a bit of variation is you can go on the block, you can turn around, and as you can see, it actually rotates the doors. I like them more this way, but you can do it any way you want. So now would be the best time to move all your things to your new house, because it's getting dark and you need shelter. Because, I mean, the cave is pretty cool, but we all know that living inside a cave is not the best vibes. And there we go. And if you have a bed, you can also sleep. And yeah. So this is actually the end of this tutorial. If you liked it, please like and maybe subscribe if you like our overall content. And if you learned something, good for you. I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Beginner's Guide to Minecraft. Bye!